So in the European Union, for example, they already passed something called eIDAS 2.0, which is a law that basically makes it a requirement for all countries in the European Union to offer a national digital ID wallet by 2026. So in just about a year or two, every single person in Europe will have access to one government-backed app that can log you into your bank and pay your taxes. And it's being sold as kind of a universal login for life in Europe. In the UK, for example, their Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, he wants to make these digital IDs a mandatory requirement for everyone.
We need to be really clear. You must have ID, mandatory digital ID, in order to work, because we have to stop illegal working.
Now, here in the United States, we don't have one national system yet, but we're getting a lot closer. At least 25 states already have mobile driver's licenses, and 20 others are working on them. And even tech companies like Uber and Amazon are starting to accept them.
Because you're anonymous online, it can be worse. I do think over time, with things like deep fakes, most of the time you're online, you're going to want to be in an environment where the people are truly identified. That is, they're connected to a real world identity that you trust, instead of just people saying whatever they want.
And I think that really shows you how fast this could change from being this optional thing to everyone needing this because it's a law. Now, under the previous administration, under President Biden, they already issued an executive order for federal adoption. There's also other countries that are somewhere in between. Like Singapore, for example, has something called SingPass, which is already being used by more than 4.5 million people. South Korea also launched a new app this year, and it's completely replaced their physical cards for banking. Nigeria is rolling out their own, and we also have the UAE with something called the UAE Pass, and that's connected to over 5,000 services, everything from signing legal documents to paying utilities. So you have to ask yourself, why is all of this happening now?